In the most announcement of all time, the Nintendo Switch 2 was announced. I made a video a couple days ago saying that today was going to be the day that it was going to be announced, and sure enough, it was announced. And the Nintendo Switch was rumored to be announced, and everything that came out is going to be today's video. Welcome to the Thursday show. And we live in the era of the Switch 2. Before we get into that, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and watch the video all the way through. Let's get into it. This article is by IGN. I keep forgetting to name the people who make these videos. This is IGN. If you want to go check out that full article, feel free to do so. But anytime that I forget, just ask me and I'll put in the comment section. Nintendo has finally revealed the Switch 2 with a video that confirms a number of new features while sparking burning questions for the fans to discuss. While pre-announced leaks proved to be pretty accurate, the video is the first time we've had official word from Nintendo on what to expect from the Switch 2, and the first time we've seen the next gen console in official capacity. And so we rounded up everything announced in the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal alongside all the confirmed features and games. Nintendo Switch is due out in 2025. Nintendo confirmed the Switch 2's console is due out at some point in 2025, but failed to offer a firm release date. However, we can speculate that the Switch 2 won't be released before June, given its hands-on event schedule that runs up to June 1st. Nintendo to Switch. So if you were expecting it to come out within the next month or two, unfortunately the Switch isn't going to be coming out that month. I think the reason why Nintendo is releasing it in the later part of the year or in the middle part of the year is because of the fact that the Switch is still selling good. They're honestly selling really good with the Nintendo Switch. And when the Nintendo Switch 2 comes out, nobody's going to be buying the Switch anymore for the most part. Everybody's going to want a Nintendo Switch 2. And so they're pushing it as far away as possible. And is that a little scummy? It is. But I mean, that's just the way these console manufacturers work. Here's some of the things that are newer with the Nintendo Switch. And Nintendo Switch is larger than the Switch. The video shows how the Nintendo Switch 2, its screen, and its now Joy-Con are larger than the original Switch and its controllers. Nintendo has yet to release specifications, but we can expect a bulkier machine when it's in portable mode. Nintendo Switch 2's Joy-Con snap on the console itself. The Switch ditches the original rail connections for magnetic snap-on system that should be more user-friendly. The only scary part about that thing is that there's like a connection on the inside, like this giant Nintendo connection on the inside of the controllers that I can see easily snapping, like really easily snapping, and you having to buy a whole new Switch because you snapped that part of the Nintendo Switch. So like that part gives me like there's certain like electronic phobias that I have, and this is one of them, like where you break a part of the console that could have easily been covered up, like for you not to have that there, and then now you're screwed with like a whole broken console that works perfectly fine but really can't snap on with its controller anymore. It's just kind of icky just thinking about it. The Switch 2's Joy-Cons look like it can be used as a mouse. Leak had indicated new sensors will enable the Switch 2 Joy-Con to be used as a mouse, and the video confirms this functionality, although to what degree we do not know yet. The Joy-Con also be used in some other way. So one of the things that we talked about the other day is the Nintendo Switch has like this ability to where you can just turn one of the mouse things, one of the Joy-Cons as a mouse if you like flip it to the sideways and just like start using it and clicking a button. So like which is pretty cool. Like that's pretty cool. Like, how about you actually have a web browser, Nintendo, for us to be able to use a Joy-Con like that, like a mouse? How about that, Nintendo? I hate that. The Switch is probably one of the coolest portable devices ever, but the fact that it doesn't have a web browser is a little embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie. The right Joy-Con has a mysterious new button. Leaks had suggested the Nintendo 2 Switch right Joy-Con had a new C button, and the reveal trailer confirmed this to a degree. There is indeed a new square button on the bottom of the right Joy-Con, but it's unmarked, so we do not know at this stage if it has a name. We also have no idea what it's for. I'm guessing that button is for like the mouse mode, so that way you can click on stuff when you're kind of web browsing or whatever the hell you're gonna be doing with a Nintendo Switch as a mouse. But like, yeah, I'm guessing that's what that button's for. I could be wrong, but like, yeah. Nintendo Switch 2 has 2 USB-C ports. The video confirms a fantastic quality of life improvement. 2 USB ports, one at the top of the console and one at the bottom. The original Switch had one, here's why this is significant. The reason why it's significant is because of the fact that like it's not very like fun when you have to use one accessory to the USB-C port, and then like you have to choose between which one you want to use. And like also if you're capturing from this thing, it's probably going to be a pain in the ass as well. So like having two of these really helps a lot. So like yeah, like it's pretty cool, even though I think it's captured by the HDMI, but like this is just a quality of life. So if you don't have to choose between one USB device like in order to use. Imagine if the PlayStation only had one USB-C port, and like that would be a pain in the ass. It has one on the front and like four in the back that I never used, but yeah, like if you need those, they're there. So this is just like a basic quality of life thing that I think is pretty cool. The Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. The Nintendo Switch 2 is backwards compatible, as had already said, but the video gives us more detail to it. Confirms the Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games, as well as Switch 2 exclusive games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, like I'm guessing that they removed the there was like an AR function back in the day with the Nintendo Switch that was on board, and you could kind of use like amiibos to put like in games and stuff like that. But I'm guessing that like a lot of that was taken out, and they're not really going to be focusing on amiibos anymore. So certain games that are like amiibo heavy are more than likely not going to be compatible with the Switch 2. I'm guessing that that's what that is. And yeah, like it sucks a little bit that it's not fully backwards compatible, but like this is one of those things that has to be a little bit understandable. This is better than nothing when it comes to the Nintendo Switch, to be honest with you. Nintendo's not very like, how do you say it? A lot of their consoles are not very backwards compatible. A lot of people like shitting on Sony for not having good backwards compatibility, but Nintendo is far worse. Like they try all kinds of different like storage devices and stuff like that. And yeah, like it's kind of annoying, but like they're not very well known for that. And the second worst offender is PlayStation when it comes to that kind of thing. But in this case, Nintendo is far worse. They're really bad when it comes to it, but at the very least they have some backwards compatibility. And yeah, so even though we didn't get much more information about the Nintendo Switch in terms of power, we know that it's a bit more juicy when it comes to size, and power is probably going to be around the PS4 Pro in terms of power when it's docked, and PlayStation 4 power when it's not docked, which is kind of amazing for a handheld. Even though we're not getting anything till April 2nd, there was still a game that was shown there on the trailer. Every track, character, and vehicle confirmed for Nintendo Switch 2 game. The article is by IGN. Nintendo has revealed the Nintendo Switch 2, and alongside it, Mario Kart 9. Though details are still slim, an analysis of brief gameplay clip has confirmed the first character, vehicle, and tracks coming in the new game. Only one track was shown in the trailer, but this will seemingly be the first race of the first cup available in Mario Kart 9, or at least one very early on. It appears quite simple, and as can be seen on the banner hanging above the starting line, it's simply titled Mario Bros. Circuit. This is relatively plain name is standard practice for the opening track in Mario Kart games, with the Wii U turned Switch game Mario Kart 8 opening with Mario Kart Stadium, Mario Kart 7 opening with Toad Circuit, Mario Kart Wii opening with Luigi Circuit, and so on. The track stands out due to its incredible width at times, with one cup from the trailer showing what's essentially a 4-lane highway of 4 racers to drive along. This is likely to compensate for the increase of drivers. Mario Kart 9 set up to limit to up to a whopping 24 racers. One thing that people have been asking for a while is having like a lot more racers in the game. That's something that a mod on PC takes the original Mario Kart and has like over 100 racers in the game, which makes for a chaotic but yet fun like kind of thing that you can do. Like it's fun, like, and like the more racers the better, especially in high quality HD. 24 racers isn't bad. One could wish for 50, but like you get what you can take. And yeah, that's a pretty good grade from what we were before. As for who these drivers are, the Mario Kart 9 footage confirmed more than a dozen familiar faces. Fans can expect Mario and Luigi both star, of course, alongside their evil counterparts Wario and Waluigi. Wah! Also, the baddies side comes Bowser, Yoshi, Toad, Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, Paulina, and a funky looking Donkey Kong. For reals, bro, that Donkey Kong, they need to stop it. The Donkey Kong that they replace our beloved Donkey Kong with, it looks like ass. Like he needs like justice for Donkey Kong. Like you guys better get this mad about Donkey Kong like the way you guys did about the movie like messing up Sonic, because that's how jacked up he looks. Look at him, my poor boy, poor Donkey Kong. Plus what appears to be Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, and Toadette. Other characters appear in the trailer, all visible in the slideshow, though can barely be made out. Baby Rosalina and Bowser Jr. are likely candidates. Mario Brothers and friends are driving an entirely new set of vehicles that appear include a mix of options like in Mario Kart Wii, and predecessors and customizable cars like in Mario Kart 8. Mario appears in the series standard Kart, which is slightly more rounded design than usual, but otherwise looks as fans would expect. It features the standard wheels with yellow alloys, but also can be seen on Toad's car. The vehicle is harder to see in the trailer, though it's definitely different from Mario's despite the same wheels. Customization therefore looks set to return, where players can choose a vehicle's body. Customization looks set to return, where players can choose a body followed by its wheels and glider, if gliding is set to return in the game, though other vehicles suggest a lock-in package too. Rosalina's car is an example of this, as it's actually a Snowboard-Style vehicle, which haven't otherwise appeared in the series beyond mobile games, Mario Kart Tour. While Nintendo has included wackier vehicles like submarines and airships previously, these could always be customized in the same way as normal vehicles, meaning any set of vehicles could be grafted on. The Snowboard-Mobile Kart in Mario Kart 9, however, has its own triangle-shaped treads, suggesting the wheels on, for example, Mario Kart wouldn't fit at all. This perhaps suggests Mario Kart 9 has set vehicle options as prior entries did, where players simply choose a completed vehicle and don't go to customization at all. Details are slim, of course, and other expectations are entirely possible. Nintendo may have different pools to choose from depending on the type of vehicle, meaning those of the snowmobile class will have a handful of different treads to choose from, while cars will have their own pool, bikes will have theirs, and so on. So yeah, that's basically everything that was announced in the Nintendo Switch 2 event. Like, there really wasn't much like announced that we didn't know that wasn't already spoiled, unfortunately, and I reported on it, so like I don't know why I'm saying unfortunately. Like, there was a lot of nice stuff. It's nice to see the Nintendo Switch 2 out. I can't wait to find out how powerful it is, the games that are coming to it. I'm sure the new Metroid game is going to be announced alongside the April 2nd Nintendo Direct, where it's just going to be completely Nintendo focused on the Switch. So I'm really looking forward to the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct on April 2nd. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you happy about all the things that are added? Are you happy with the quality of life things they did? Are you happy that it's backwards compatible? That's what I'm happy about, because now I get to play all my digital games that I have on my Switch that I sold a long time ago on my next Nintendo Switch. So I'm happy to see that. Let me know what you think in the comment section, and yeah, remember, you're pretty good.